Across the street from Abe's Old Hat Antiques is where you'll find Abe's Old Hat, inside the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum. He's our 16th U.S. president, who carved out his place in history starting in Kentucky.
Abraham Lincoln's family moved from Kentucky to Indiana in 1816 when Abraham was about 7 years old.
In this recreated small log cabin, pay attention to the details like this white snake root, the plant that poisoned Lincoln's mother. Inside, you'll find Honest Abe taking a learning by the firelight.
Look carefully, you can see almost all of the 8 people who lived in here. With his hand hanging down there, if you look closely for it, that's probably Abraham's stepbrother John.
Expect a lot of surprises at this presidential museum and library that began as a concept in 1990 and came to completion in 2004. There are plenty of stops on your Central Illinois tour of Lincoln history, like New Salem, where he honed his ideas of what he wanted to do with his life.
Lincoln taught himself the law by reading borrowed books, just as he had taught himself math and trigonometry, more or less, for land surveying.
Keep your eyes open for Mary's music box. It sits on display near Mr. Lincoln's hat. 2 markings on the brim are the worn reminders of this wearied man. Lincoln would often tip his hat as a sign of respect, and the band inside stretched from all the letters and notes this long-framed man kept up top.
Lincoln is the most written about person in the English language after Jesus and probably Shakespeare. He is our only president who held a scientific patent, a device for buoying vessels over shoals.
As students from Notre Dame Academy take in the faux White House, they're joined by the first family out front, and today's lesson on the Emancipation Proclamation. Some experts believe Lincoln was ambidextrous, and despite growing popularity through the years, in his day, Abe wasn't so well liked. He was elected from a field of 4 in 1860 with only 39% of the vote. And if sticks and stones can break your bones, then an ink pen can wield a pretty hefty blow in this political cartoon cavalcade.
Everything's a little askew here, just like the cartoonist's world.
But the real-world problems Lincoln faced were monumental for any man or woman. His second term came to a premature ending with his assassination, April 15, 1865. He was only 56. Just a few miles away from the library and museum, you'll find Oak Ridge Cemetery and Lincoln's tomb. Some say it's good luck to rub Abraham's nose on this bronze bust before entering and paying respect.
We remember Abraham Lincoln for saving the Union and for ending slavery.
He helped hold the country together and made his mark.
And that's the American story, isn't it? He knew that he could rise in life by a little bit of luck, maybe, but mostly by hard work.
In Springfield, Illinois, Patrick Clark.